Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Homeward Bound.
It's confirmed. Neal is wearing Crocs as we speak.
Right.
That's a load of croc. You know, maybe I'm just old and cranky, but it irritates me to...
crotchety?
Old and crockety. Yeah. It just irritates me when people bandwagon on stupid internet memes and pretend that they're, like, fiercely defending this point of view that's super valid when they have like no experience.
Civilization from the onslaught of Crocs.
And I'm just like, they're fucking shoes. Who gives a shit what other people wear? And everyone's like, no, Crocs are the devil. Shoes. You know, I hate dumb internet bandwagons. It's the worst. And every time someone bandwagons on them, I like silently judge them. Or today, maybe not so silently. I'm looking at you, 2D Soldier, and Neca Lucifer. Disappointed in you guys. So disappointed. Anyway, continuing on.
Where are we? William or Grimes?
We're with Grimes. We're with Grimes here.
Well, Grimes is busy stuffing loot into this bag of holding. Any of these magic items that will fit into the opening, as well as gemstones.
Did Neal say there's 20 swords?
20 suits of chainmail.
Fucking hell.
Is there anything special about the chainmail?
Yeah.
Does it feel
it's
light?
made out of steel. It's beautiful quality. It's got to be magical. Hell, if you look at, I guess, Gems of True Seeing don't reveal magical things, do they?
I don't think so. Aaron's hanging things up, so let the hammering begin. I will put on the Gem of True Seeing and look around, see if there's anything out of the ordinary about this pile of magical items.
Well, you definitely can see everything that is magical, right? That's what Gems of True Seeing do?
I don't think so. I think they reveal hidden doors or things as they are, like they...
You look at your bag of holding, and it's not just a regular bag. It's like a giant fucking Santa sack when you look at it through the Gem of True Seeing.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? Any hidden passages?
There's no hidden passages.
Doors?
No, nothing of that kind.
This mithril arming sword. How much does it weigh?
Arcane runes decorated on the side of it.
How much does it weigh?
3 pounds. I'm sorry, it's mithril, so it weighs... Let me look at my converter here. It's going to be very light. Converter, weight of item, 3 pounds. In mithril, it's going to weigh a quarter of that. So what is 0.28 times 3? It's going to weigh 0.84 pounds.
1 pound.
Okay.
Let's round it to 1 for the awkwardness of it.
That's the only sword. There's daggers and stuff as well.
There's a dagger, a sword, and a harpoon. There are other non-magical items that are gem carved and engraved and hugely valuable, but these are the limited supply of magical weapons that were here.
Okay. You better be bringing that harpoon, right?
I don't know if it can fit. Sorry, man. All right, I will attach Velthara's dagger to my waist and this mithril arming sword as well. Most everything else gets shoved into the bag of holding.
So how many weapons do you have attached to your waist at this point, then?
Too many.
Can you even
are we
travel?
Going down that road?
Yeah, we're going down that road. This
well, I have the two
Half-Life
phase
2.
blades, which I think sheathe into dagger-sized sheaths. So that will make for 3 daggers, I think, on my belt at this point.
Okay.
Throwing knives on a bandolier.
Okay.
And then I have the swift sword, which is like the light, flexible sword. I guess that only weighs 1.5 pounds. And I had previously a magic scrag sword, which I guess I still have. I was thinking to replace that with the mithril arming sword, but so you're telling me that I can't have 3 swords on my belt?
I'm saying
like
you
a
can't have 3 swords and 3 daggers on your belt. That's going to be a little much for you.
I'm in harness.
Maybe 2 swords and 3 daggers is fine. I could see 2 swords and 4 daggers, but that is like the absolute maximum.
So I guess I'm retiring the magic scrag sword or leaving it in the dragon horde and replacing it for mithril.
All right, you can replace it. We're just gonna call this thing for the rune blade, because it has arcane runes inside a blade of mithril.
God damn. Neal, does the harpoon fit in the bag of holding?
I've already discussed this with Ryan, and he has made his decisions.
I can't believe it. Wow.
Yeah. So everything else is making its way in the bag of holding. Staff and wands, potions. I put the gloves on, actually, if they seem nice. Do they seem nice?
Yeah, they have... Well, so the gloves are blue leather, like deep blue leather colored, which you can only really tell when you like pull out an arrow and look at it for a moment, and then the arrow
Nothing
fades and
here
everything.
is magically lit.
No, nothing here is magically lit.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they're this like soft blue color. I'm just gonna make notes as I talk. Soft blue color with this like black patterning that comes down it that looks like cracks. Like if you see like a muddy ground that has dried out and it gets that like weird cracked surface look, you've got these like black cracks that run all over it.
Well, if I put them on, does anything immediately happen?
No, not immediately.
I think I will just put them on then.
Okay. You go about doing stuff, and I need you to roll me 1d20.
Yeah, is this like a saving throw or?
Yeah, it's kind of like a saving throw. It's near to a saving throw.
It's almost exactly what it is.
Yeah, you go and like you put on the gloves, you go to pick up the bag, and all of a sudden the bag just kind of like blah, and shoots out all of the stuff inside of it. The coins come flying out, the potion pops out and needs to make a saving throw before it breaks on the ground below. Yep, that one potion that was like 1/3 full just like cracks on the ground and shatters, spilling its contents everywhere. And you look in the bag and it's a regular bag.
Did I just break the bag of holding?
At least right now it's broken. Now it's just a regular bag.
Sit down frustrated. Can I pick up the magic, the scrag sword with these?
Sure. You pick up the scrag sword.
Does it demagitize it?
What would that look like? How would you know?
Well, the bag of holding. Okay, well, I guess.
Like I'm saying, how could you tell, right? If it was demagical.
What to do? I don't want to break anything more worthwhile. In fact, if that permanently destroyed the bag of holding, I'll be pretty sad.
Yeah, that would be pretty not ideal.
There's no obvious way to tell if
Yeah, the scrag sword doesn't have any visual effects associated with it, so you'd have to like maybe use it in combat and then take like an average of your attack rolls over time to see if you can make it.
Yeah, that was just the item that I don't care about. But
Did the bag break immediately or like after a period of time when
As
he
soon as
picked
you
it up?
touched it.
as soon as I touched it. Well, I guess maybe I'll take the gloves off and wait and see if the bag recovers.
It does, actually. You take the gloves off, you hold the bag, and after some period of time, which is hard to judge in this endless world, the bag sort of like reopens, or like the inside sort of fades away and disappears, and it becomes extra dimensional space again.
Okay. Well, I'll put these. If I put the gloves inside of the bag, does anything disastrous happen?
No.
If they're not on, they're not active.
Yes.
All right, I'll just put the anti-magic gloves in the bag and not use them for now.
First item identified.
Actually, they're pretty small. I could just put those on my waist or something.
Yeah. You can chuck them into your waist.
Put them next to your 3 swords.
I'll just put them on my regular character sheet.
Just put it next to your 5 swords and your, scram cannon and your rocket launcher and your MP5.
Yeah.
Your 7,000 rounds of pistol ammunition.
Yeah. I think the only other thing we need to worry about is this deck of cards.
Yeah.
It does get packed away in the bag of holding, but I think not before Grimes looks at it. And probably.
I missed something on that list that I sent you. I'm sorry to interrupt. There was a ring as well.
Oh, that's right.
Right. It's a ring with a sapphire, an emerald, and a ruby in a row with the emerald in the center.
I'll put it on my spare hand.
Okay.
Things went so well with the
gloves.
Yeah, with the gloves. Does it come on and off?
It comes on and off, no
cursed.
problem. Yeah.
Nothing crazy happens.
Nope. It's a gold band as well.
Is it a ring of wishes? People are saying in chat, holy shit, that would be great.
I don't know. Why don't you wish yourself off this plane of existence?
Yeah. Well, I haven't got it.
All right. And I think in as I'm putting away the deck of cards, and in the process of investigating it, I think I open the package and peer at them through the Gem of True Seeing.
The first card you draw is how do I randomize a card draw?
Would you like me to? I've got a deck of cards across the room. Would you like me to draw a card?
I would love you to draw me a card. Oh yeah.
Is it like playing cards?
I'm gonna find out.
Oh man, this could go. I've never actually looked at the rules for this, but I'm sure.
All right, so I open the deck.
Shuffle that shit.
Do I need to shuffle it?
Oh yeah, shuffle that shit. I don't know what order you got your cards in. I guess if I don't
Jokers
know the
or no?
order, it's fine. Leave them in. Leave them in.
Joker staying.
Joker stay in.
Fucking hell, man.
What?
I don't know. This could just be bad.
This could just end the campaign right here, right now.
Yeah.
All right, what do you pull?
I'm going to shuffle it.
Oh yeah, okay. I just thought you were done already.
All right. So peering at it, I pop it out of the box and flip the first card, which is a 6 of diamonds.
Yeah, the 6 of diamonds has 6 little blue dragon wormlings crawling around it, where the diamonds would be on it, and 6s in the corners, which are like dragons' faces with tongues sticking out, and the tongues make like a 6.
And it doesn't do anything when I draw it?
No, there's no magical effect.
Do I see anything through the Gem of True Seeing?
No. You can flip through the cards, and each card it's just like a regular deck of playing cards, but they've all been replaced, like all the figures have been replaced with different groups of dragons, Your diamonds are blue dragons, your clubs are black dragons, your your spades are black dragons, your clubs are green dragons, and your hearts are red dragons. And your jokers are white.
Well, I guess I just toss that in the bag of holding. And not derail the campaign.
Good job.
Let's see if I can find a way to shed a couple of pounds. The crossbow doesn't fit in the bag of holding.
The crossbow will not fit in the bag of holding.
The daggers will, right?
Totally.
The mithril sword will not, right?
Nope.
Can I fit a backpack in a bag of holding?
No. Because the
Okay,
bag
just
entrance is only like, yay big, right? So you gotta fit. Well, I guess maybe if the backpack was empty, you might be able to cram it like
empty,
bit by bit
yeah.
in there. Yeah, you could fit your backpack in there. It'll be a tight squeeze, but you can do it.
Let's see. These throwing knives can go.
Can you like take all of the gold? Is there a limit to the bag, or can you just like literally take all
There
of the?
is a limit.
Yeah. I think that is a known thing. Bags of holding are uncommon magic items, but people talk about them, and it's a well-known thing that they each have their own max limit, and if that limit is exceeded, then they explode.
I'm actually screwed, but my armor plus the bag is already 65 pounds.
Is that
The
light
crossbow.
or medium for you?
That's not encumbered, but 70 is my limit. And I also need the crossbow and the magic quiver. I guess if I think I have to be encumbered, unless I can put pieces of armor in the bag.
Like what? Like your scale mail? That's not gonna fit.
Like not the whole thing, but like, nah.
You could put like the greaves and the forearm bits in.
I don't know. It's gonna be tough.
I think I
so.
just make my way down the mountain encumbered.
All right.
Yeah.
I can like drag the bag of holding behind me.
Well, you wouldn't want to drag it because then you have to be like leaning over the entire time, and that's just as awkward. And you wouldn't want it to like tear on the ground.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
So you're going to be encumbered. It's just going to be a -1 to all of your checks for the first level of encumbrance. A -3 at medium, 6 at heavy, and 10 at severe.
That's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to go back the way you came, you're going to have to
Is
make...
there a better way I can find?
It's all a matter of time. How long do you want to spend looking for a better way? And perhaps more importantly, before you answer that, William,
Yes.
you're separated from Grimes. How long are you going to wait for him? Like, if he dies, you won't know. He just won't ever show up. So you should probably figure out a time, like, how long you're going to wait for Grimes.
I need to repair the ship at least. I mean, like you said, time's kind of meaningless.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard to say. Like, I can't say a week because I don't know what a week is.
Right.
I don't know if you think this is like metagaming, but I'm kind of just waiting until he gets back. Like, I'm not sure I've really got any purpose other to do anything else other than stay here and wait for him. Like,
Okay.
where else would I go? Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Unless I was going back to the mountains to look for him. That's the only other thing I could think of to do.
All right, but you're just gonna wait for Grimes to show up.
If it seems like it's been a year or something, or like
Sure.
a couple of months, or maybe, yeah. But,
Okay. But you're just gonna trust in Grimes to make it back.
like you said, he's the greatest climber in Arcadia.
Okay.
He'll be fine.
Do you know
right.
that? Do you realize?
I realize. And I'm looking, I watch towards the mountains to make sure I don't see any dragons like coming back. Right, the dragon hasn't come back while I've been here. That's one thing I would look out for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Grimes, we got to do all these checks in reverse. The first is that overhang.
So I think I
which-
spend at least like a day starting from the top and trying to find the best way down. So I'll at least waste a few hours checking out other routes to see if they seem more promising, less treacherous.
There is a route with a less steep overhang that goes off the other side of the mountain. And I suppose if you go down that side, you might be able to work your way around.
if it's less treacherous, I think that's the way to go.
The
There were
initial
a few
route
other
is-
items I wanted to ask about that
Oh, please.
I won't be able to fit. So I think they'll be getting left behind. The blanket, is it nice or magic or something?
Yeah, it's definitely magical. If you put it on, you just feel warm and cozy. It keeps you at a comfortable temperature when you wrap yourself in it. But you're already wearing comfortable, warm armor, so
And I wear it like a cloak.
you could.
It doesn't fit in the bag, right? I can't like stuff it in like a stuff sack.
Yeah, it doesn't fold up that easily.
What is the barrel full of?
Beer, an endless barrel of beer. You tap it, beer comes out, and it just never ends.
We need that. We actually need that. That's like the one thing that might keep us sane here.
Getting drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, it also
Grimes does
weighs.
not get drunk before his. How much does it weigh?
It weighs like a full bottle of beer. It's gonna weigh a lot, way more than you can carry.
No, but well, you can leave it here, right? But if we do decide to just give up and wait out the years, we'll just do it here.
It's 70 gallons empty, but it's actually full of beer. 40 times 8 plus 70. It weighs 390 pounds.
Well, yeah, not getting that down.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you said I did find a less treacherous route down the other side of the mountains.
You do. You're not sure if
At
it
least
connects
potentially.
with the other side. Maybe there will be another difficulty connecting the two. You're not sure. But this route looks less treacherous by 2.
Yeah, so I think I will head down this other side of the mountain or out
Okay.
the other side of the cave.
So
Same
that's
as before, just with the heavy bag of holding. That's got to be awkward having a 35-pound sack.
dangling from your hip. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I
don't-
think it.
yeah.
I think it is
It's
awkward.
something we just sort of glossed over, but
Yeah, because like that's always going to be weird. And if you're at an angle and it's just hanging straight down, you're just gonna feel this really awkward tug in one spot. And if it's not perfectly centered on your weight, like your right leg is gonna be more awkward to move than
I
your
think
left.
you just
or-
got to attach it between your legs,
it's just gotta like
right
dangle.
below your center of gravity.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it. Just hope it doesn't swing too much and nut you once or twice. Your roll is going to be a 29 that you need, and you're going to be at -1 because of your encumbrance.
Mm-hmm.
So give me that check.
Where is this, and what are the consequences of failure?
The consequences of failure is going to be like a 50 or 60 foot drop, but you
Okay,
manage to
doesn't matter.
carefully scale it. You go down and down and down until you hit the bottom, or like the next ledge, 50 feet down, and you know that you've got to go around the mountain now on uncharted ground. The route around the
Charting
mountain.
it as I go with light bolts.
Yeah. It's actually not that difficult. We're just going to need another non-natural one check to connect back to where you were before, and then you're good. Yeah. Perfect.
19.
You continue on your way until you hit that gorge that you need 5 checks to go up and down with.
So even trying to go an alternate route, this was it crosses back over this gorge.
Let's...
You don't need to go back the same way, right? You're going to New Haven.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid, but it sounds like
Well, let's talk about this then, because
Path is
I'm
leading
making
to the gorge.
some assumptions here. I'm going to bring you out to this section of water and make a doodle here for us.
Sure.
So from a top-down view, you're looking at a mountain like this or something. And the dragon's lair came in like that or something. So when you came up this side, and now you're leaving down on that side, right?
Sure.
That's the easier way back. And so I was talking about you circling back to this side of the mountain to continue your journey, the same way
I
that
was
you came.
content. I was content to head off in whatever direction was easiest to get me off
Okay.
this mountain. So
Cool.
if there's an easier route that takes me out this way, that's fine.
Right.
If I don't find it, or if it's not obvious, then we can go back the way we came. But
Sure. At this point, you're in the you've got 30 miles, 15 miles ish. You're not really sure of terrain, and you can see where north is, so you can just keep heading north. But you're not going to know if it's going to be an easier or a more difficult route until you come across something, right? You might walk for 2 days before you come across an impassable gorge. and then have to try and turn around and fumble your way back. So you can explore into the wilds and risk getting lost, or you can follow the clearly marked dragon tracks right back the way you came.
It seems like the path has led me to the back the way I came. Although it's hard to imagine how much worse you could get than having to roll 10 climbing checks.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I'll do it all at -1, but I think it's still just don't roll a natural 1.
Yeah. So I don't think the -1 even comes into effect here.
So I should roll 10 d20s.
Yeah, just do 5 and 5 so that we can split them into groups, and we'll just do the ones going down and the ones coming up.
Oh, there's a natural 1.
Okay, but that's at the end, so you only fall 130 feet.
So you're gonna fall.
This is the way down.
This is the way down. So that's going to be at least 100 feet up that you're falling. Is that right?
This is the crevasse. This is going down the crevasse.
Down the crevasse. Yeah. So why don't you give me a D100 plus 100 for distance up that you were when you slipped and fell.
I'm
and then
confused. Isn't it a 500-foot gap? And I've just passed 3 checks, so I'm okay. D100.
Yeah, you're between 100 and 200 feet up, right?
I guess, yeah. So 144 feet.
Mm-hmm.
What's the max falling damage? Is it 20 or 10?
20.
Oh shit, man, that's a lot of damage.
And I can tumble to reduce that or something.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So give me a tumbling check to try and like grab something or slide down or somehow reduce your falling speed.
What does tumbling do? I can't remember how that affects falling, but I guess I'll roll it and look it up.
Mm-hmm.
I think it just reduces falls by half or something like that. I pass. But...
Yeah, let's look at the specifics of tumbling. And this is a sheer slope, so maybe like with a proficient tumbling check, you can like hold on to something or scrape into the wall and like slow your rate of falling, so it's not just an endless Wile E. Coyote drop. It's more of like a long abrasion of leaving skin on the mountainside.
You know, if you're too damaged, you can just sleep at the bottom of the ravine for a few days.
I have a bunch of healing potions too.
I mean, don't be wasting them.
He suffers only 1/2 damage from falls 60 feet or less, none from 10 or less. Falls greater than 60 feet results in normal damage.
Okay, so tumbling doesn't even matter.
So I'm gonna say with this successful tumbling check, you like surf the side of the mountain, and so I'll reduce the damage by 1/4 instead of 1/2.
Okay.
14d6.
3/4 of 20d6 is it?
No.
14d6.
14. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how much health have you got? 54.
54 health. Can I go phased on the way down and reduce damage?
Draw your dagger on the way down. Yeah, you've got more than how long does it take to fall 140 feet?
Well, we had this discussion when...
Seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to roll it.
32 feet per second.
14d6 times 0.75. You're going to take 38 damage as you skid and tumble. The flesh like rips from your hands. You get like muscle that shows, maybe even like breaking some bones on the fall. You hit the ground and sprain your ankle, slam your knee into a wall. You know, hairline fractures run through your legs as you get clattered back and forth and land with just like the most painful crunch ever. Do you have anything fragile on your person?
I think it's all in the bag of holding.
Yeah?
Gem of True Seeing? I don't know. Not really.
All right.
Crossbow, quiver, blades, a whistle.
It sounds like you fall down this crevasse and just end in the most uncomfortable, painful, broken position possible in this like narrow ravine.
And I think I do what William was joking about and just sleep down here for a few days.
It's the best choice, I guess. It's not like you need to eat or anything, so...
I think I camp out at the bottom of this ravine until I heal the full.
You're gonna camp in this narrow, rocky canyon for 5 days. Okay.
What's time to us anymore, really?
Seriously. Let's see where you are. Okay, you don't... None of that is going to affect you while you're down here. None of that is going to affect you while you're down here. That's not a problem either. Okay, so I guess days pass. Eventually your wounds heal over. You're just sort of like in and out of sleep all the time. And eventually your wounds have just restored themselves. Your flesh knits over the bone. Your skin grows back. The hairline fractures in your legs heal. Although, you know, if you run your hand along your legs, it feels a little awkward and bumpy, maybe. You know,
so is he able to just like sleep non-stop? It's not like in real life where you'd have to wake up for 16 hours to sleep again.
No, it's closer to that. Maybe not a full 16. It's hard to track time, but like he'll sleep and then he'll just be awake lying in this crevasse. Maybe like playing with dragon cards. I don't know. What do you do to pass the time by yourself?
Dragon card sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got all these magic items, but...
Yeah. Do a 5e and just attune yourself to them so you can automatically identify them.
All right. Now is the climb up.
I guess let's do that again.
Woo! It gets a little dicey near the top, but you scramble over the edge and keep on going. You keep on going, you keep on trekking, following these tracks until you find that 120-foot cliff that you scaled, that you just need one more non-natural one. And from here on out, it should be easy going. And hell, oops, you've already survived a 140-foot fall. What's a 120-foot fall? Might as well just jump off.
I make it a close thing, but I think even encumbered, my check's 25.
Yeah, so you make it on out. And you follow the rivers, you go through the trees, you wade across the plains.
So,
yeah.
I don't think the rivers are as terrifying for me.
So how long has it been? A week?
Well, I spent 5 days at the bottom of a ravine.
And it
Plus
probably was an extra...
a couple days back. It was probably more like 2.
Something like that.
It's about 2 weeks behind me. So in the 2 weeks then, I've found the ropes, I've pulled the ship out, and I try and, before I do anything then, I catalogue the damage to the ship. Like how many places does it need to be?
There are 2 main holes in the ship. One in the fore, one in the aft, and one in the stern.
Okay. How big are they?
Is that right? Stern and aft are the same thing.
I mean, I
Sorry,
don't know.
stern and... bow? Aft and bow?
We've already established
Stern and bow are the opposite ends of a ship.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. Stern and bow.
And I think aft is the same as stern, right?
Yes. Yes. So there's 2 holes. One of them is like a crack where 2 boards have separated. And the other looks like something has bowed out of the ship and sort of like busted a piece of board out.
Okay, so would I only need to replace those 2 boards?
Give me a non-proficient shipbuilding check.
It's not a strength, is it?
No, it's
I don't think there is a shipbuilding. Is it carpentry?
There's a shipwright.
This was 5, yeah. I could just give you an athletics check, probably.
Well, it's not.
Split it out. No.
It's an intelligence check at -2, so half your int, and then -2 from that.
Nailed it.
Holy shit! William the shipbuilder with a modifier of 3.
Who's laughing now?
William's like, you know what? I saw a barrel of pitch in there, and there's some boards from that shipbuilding, like that shipwright's house that we passed. If we put those together, I could get this sucker up and rolling.
All right, so I do that then.
Hell, we don't even need 5th edition. You just do it. It's fine. You repair this shit.
So what do I do? Like pull out the old blank planks and then put in some new ones?
I don't know, man. You did the impossible. You tell me what you do.
Well, I was looking it up online, and ship fastenings, if they have sometimes dowels, in between the boards. So I think what I was thinking is maybe if I pull one plank out, it might reveal the fastening mechanisms that I could then drill a hole in a new board to latch onto the fastening mechanisms that are already in place.
So you just head down to the Home Depot, you get yourself a power drill, charge the battery, and vroom, done.
Job done. Great. So Boat's looking good.
Yeah.
Now we wait for Grimes, I think.
Well, the party reconvenes.
I look for ale inside one of the taverns.
You find it.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's alright,
Did you find
there's probably a
It's not
city's
endless,
worth of
though.
drunk, right?
Yeah, you do find liquor, and ale.
Does
And
the Zara drink with me?
Oh yeah, and the kobolds will drink with you. The Nimrod will drink with you too. And you guys, I think probably maybe have like the first mildly good time in a while, where you're just joking at each other in your own respective languages. You know, Zara's telling you some joke about something. It looks like maybe a giant that's hulking around, and then it like trips over something and falls into a river, and all of a sudden seals are attacking the giant, and there's an explosion or like a bursting of something, and Zara thinks it's hilarious. You don't really know what the joke is in here, but she did a good pantomime of an ogre falling into a river covered with were seals.
I like it. I tell my own joke, and as I stand up to go and take a leak, I fart in Nimrod's face. And then I think the whole time like descends into, because farts are funny in any language, right?
Farts are funny in all languages, right?
And dogs fart all the time, so there's got to be so many farts going around. So I think it just descends into a 2-week long mega fart joke.
Oh God.
Nimrod finds himself a jar or some closable surface and tries to store up his farts for you, and then like one time when you're sleeping, opens the jar of stored farts in your face.
Okay, I think I instinctively like throw him across the room. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's good times.
Good. It's so many good times until Grimes shows back up.
Yeah. Party pooper Grimes with his bag of magic items and no harpoon. Oh, the sails on the boat, is that intact? Maybe I try and get a new sail.
Sure. Give me another shipbuilding check to see if you can figure out how to work the sails, because the rigging's complicated.
At this point, can I just have the proficiency? I feel like you probably owe me a proficiency anyway, don't you? Left out the joke.
Whatever, you figure out the rigging. You've got weeks to figure it out. You find some books with like sample images of how a ship ought to be rigged, and you put it together.
Awesome. I'll put half the proficiency then. Halfway there. All right, great. So when Grimes gets here, we're all ready to set sail. If that's what the goal is, at least we've got that option now. Do I think that me and Grimes and Zara and Nimrod could sail a ship?
Yeah, this ship is mostly powered by oars, because there's no wind, so the sails don't even matter, actually. But you did it anyway. So all you need is someone to row the boat.
Just one person?
The more the merrier.
Galley, isn't it?
No, it's a small fishing boat.
Okay.
How many rowers do we need? Like, do we need to recruit more kobolds? Is what I'm getting at.
You could probably row it by yourself, but the more rowers, the faster it goes.
Well, we can have that discussion with
Practice
Nimrod.
arc with kobolds.
Mm-hmm.
So Grimes finds New Haven on his own.
You will find New Haven. You hear the screeching and the screaming of whatever that is echoing in the distance towards you as you approach. And I guess once you get within the walls of New Haven, you can see the light down by the docks that moves, that tells you it's William's flickering flaming sword.
And Grimes approaches, reunites with the party.
Grimes, you made it. I was starting to get worried. Nimrod's been...
I was too.
He's been terrified. Did you find it?
Nimrod bolts at you on all fours and runs around you and grabs your leg and starts licking your hands.
I crouch down and scratch him under the chin.
Well, I thought you were dead. The man with the sword, he said we should leave you behind, and then he brought us all the way over here, and then there was the shrieking thing, and the Noel kept trying to eat me, and then there was a boat that we had to pull out of the water, and we had to pull it out, and we had to do all these things, we had to tie onto it all these places, and then we had to pull it out, and then there was these farts, and there was this beer, and he gave me this fluid, and the liquid is really weird. It makes you feel really excited and happy and warm on the inside, and you drink it, and you get all fuzzy, and it's really fun, and then we stored farts in jars, and we threw them at each other, and he threw me across the way, and then he dug out this book, and he had these sails, and he just like prattles on really quickly.
Whoa, it's okay, Nimrod. Calm down. Back
Said
now.
he's happy to see you.
Have you been a good boy for William?
I did what I could.
Well, I found the mother dragon's lair. I heft down the bag of holding.
Is that what I think it is? That is
A
convenient.
bit of extra dimensional space. I uncork it or whatever, reach in, probably toss a gemstone at Nimrod.
Ooh, shiny! What is this? Oh, look at all the different edges to it. Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And then I reach
starlight.
in and I like pull out the end of a pole that just keeps coming and ends in a sharp hook of a harpoon.
Oh yes, Ryan, you legend.
And
What? When?
I've got
This is
presents.
my harpoon. What's it look like, Neal?
It looks, well, like he described. It's a nice long wooden haft with a hooked end on the harpoon, but instead of just being like one solid piece of metal, it looks like multiple metals layered together. So you've got like bronze and silver, and then maybe like an iron or a different type of silver or a platinum, and then some gold over here, and then something like a bronze at the tip or whatever. And down the haft of it are carved what looks to be like roots or tendrils or tentacles or something that come all the way down the haft in like a weird spiraling Celtic knot looking pattern.
Wow, that sounds badass. Does it have a ring on the end to tie a rope to?
It does.
Nice.
I will delete the harpoon from my pack.
What should I call it, Neal?
Just call it the H harpoon for now.
How much does it weigh? 3 or something? 5?
Let's call it 5. No, yeah, let's call it 4. Let's call it 4.
Okay. I throw it into the side of the house.
It sticks into the side of the house.
Okay, I pull it back out.
It pulls out.
All right. Cool. What else did you find, Grimes?
Some potions, magic wands,
Magic wands.
treasure beyond comprehension. Hundreds of thousands of gold.
Oh my god.
I couldn't get most of it out of here. There was a barrel that poured beer, except it never ended.
Wow, like the watering can, but with beer.
But with beer, yes.
Well,
It's
if we
still up
run
there.
if we run out of things to do, we'll just have to go and spend a few years there, I guess. Although there's plenty of beer in this town, I've been making most of it.
Have a look at the sword, and I'll draw the rune blade, mithril sword with. Are the runes glowing that are carved in it, or just...
They are not.
They look like dwarven or something.
They look like they're written in the language of magic.
Okay, magic runes. Sweet. I mean, for me?
I guess you already have a sword. How many do you need?
I don't know. Looks like you need quite a few. I say, looking at your belt. So I'll take it and swing it around. Does it feel?
It's a fantastic sword. It's mithril. It's super light. It's super precise. You can make your blows, stop on a dime or swing quickly and truly.
I try and fire a lightning bolt out of it.
It does not fire lightning bolts.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'll sheath it.
You gonna take it? I think unless you're planning on using both, I think I'd like to have a proper sword.
Oh yeah? Well, look, no, you take this one for now.
I think either I'll take this one or the flame one. I mean, if it turns out to be the better sword, you should use it, but...
The flame sword doesn't work against the demons too well, but...
Correct, okay.
I think that ethereal blade of yours seemed to really mess them up.
Mm-hmm.
So it might actually be that ends up being the best weapon against them, but...
I think so.
Here, look, you take it for now, it's fine. I think Balan wanted me to have this one anyway, so...
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We can switch around.
Yeah.
And I have a symbol of your goddess as well. I say in Nolish to Zara and draw the dagger.
She
A symbol of vengeance.
No.
She
etched
sees
in
it. and seems surprised and actually gets down on one knee and makes the symbol of Velthara over her forehead before approaching the dagger.
Do you know what this is? I hold it out before her, unsheathed, whatever, in my palms.
She will make a check, and she will tell you that yes. I'll do this in her voice. So she says, Velthara is our great goddess of vengeance. And over the years, she has given gifts to a few of her most faithful followers. Swords, daggers, marked with this symbol, she says, pointing to what's on the blade. These are sacred weapons of my goddess, which will... what is the word for it? Which will keep your enemies from fleeing from you, which will hold them with fright and terror and allow you to dispatch your vengeance upon them.
Who did this belong to? Which of Velthara has chosen? Do you claim it now?
She takes that as an invitation for her to claim it, and does so. She will gingerly and delicately take it from your hands, sheathe it, and attach it to her waist.
All right.
Cool.
She can keep that for now. I got enough daggers.
What else you got in there, Grimes?
A few tricks. Actually, you should probably carry this. It's quite heavy.
Oh, yeah? I grab it. Wow. That is heavy. What have you got in here? I mean, it's just on the floor between us, right? I mean, I allow you to pull the things out.
There's 6 potions, 10 arrows, 10 bolts, 10 stones. I think those are all in a case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, that's a bit weird.
A staff, 3 wands, a few of my extra things. So like the Scrag cloaks and Yarmir's scalp scrolls. I guess I still have a healing poultice. Ooh. And I wrote down about 100 gems. I don't know what other small valuables have been stuffed in there, but
anyway, for us to work out what the wands do.
William, I need you to make me a charisma check.
Okay.
Yeah. Never mind. The wands are... Well, let's not waste time on this. They're only usable by wizards. You can try them for as long as you want, and they will never function for you.
Cleric can't use them.
Nope. Nope.
A 10th level thief doesn't have a chance to use them.
Ooh, you are 11th level. But we did scrap the thieves using magic items for the rebuild. What do the raw say about thieves using magic items not meant for them?
I don't think I want to.
Okay.
It was like I think you can, starting at 10, you can use them with the chance that they explode.
Use scrolls. I think it's only scrolls. Bards can use maybe other items.
Yeah, 10th level. Thief gains a limited amount of. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, it's just scrolls for bards or for thieves. Okay, no loss here. So you do have 6 potions. 5 of them are bubbling blue, and 1 of them is cloudy and pink.
So we've seen them before, right? They're healing potions, or at least they look similar to the healing potions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Should we take 3 and 2 Grimes? I'll have 3 off 2.
They're just in the bag of holding for now.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean,
maybe just 1 out.
Okay, I'll take 1. Healing potion, cool. We don't know what the pink... We haven't seen the pink potion before, I don't think.
We've seen a lot of potions.
Yeah. And the ones are useless. The deck of cards doesn't seem too
valuable.
magical. Yeah, valuable, but to who? So those demons, maybe. I mean, definitely keep hold of them, but yeah, hey, I've got something to show you as well, Grimes. And I point to the ship that's right next to us.
Does it work?
I think it will, yeah. I never told you this, but my great-grandfather was a famed shipwright, and it seems I've inherited some of his abilities. I patched her up, and I slap it.
Well, I'll be. You're busy.
Yeah. I'm not as busy as you climbing around mountains, but I mean, I'm still not convinced that this is a good idea, but in lieu of anything else, it's not like we can get stranded without food and water because, well, that doesn't seem to matter.
It's true. Worst that could happen is your ship capsizes in the water and you all drown.
But there's no winds, right? So.
Right, so there's no way to capsize if there's no wind.
No, but I mean, it's definitely a lot safer than usual.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely could capsize and drown, but there's no.
Is there really any worse place to be than this land?
I don't think so. Well, actually, we'll see. If the demons have a whole kingdom on the other side of this sea, then maybe that will be worse. Do you think those things have a society?
I mean, someone's forging their armor.
That's true.
Carving obsidian blades.
Was it not just a natural... the blades, yeah, you're right. So maybe there's something to be found there. Maybe we can reason with them.
Reason with a demon.
Well,
that's
Any sign of the dragon, or does it look like it's just left for good?
Just its claws on the way out. I don't think she came back.
You think it's dead?
I don't know. What kind of dragon just abandons its horde?
Especially like all of this stuff. It could have taken some of this with it, couldn't it? It's got a bag of holding.
Yeah.
It probably thought it was coming back. The fact it can't fly is weird too. Like I jump in the air, I've got a jumping proficiency.
Sure.
I jump as high as I can.
You jump as high as you can.
I don't fall into any invisible ceilings or anything.
No. And you don't fly either.
I'm no scientist, Scribes, but I don't know. Seems to be fine to me.
So my question for you guys, and you can talk about other stuff if you'd rather, is how quickly do you leave? Because you can stick around and try and sort out the effects of these magical items, or you can hop on the boat and take off right now. And I don't know what you guys want to, how quickly you want to move on.
Well, do we want to recruit more kobolds? Are they at all useful rowing?
Not really, but they'd be slightly helpful. But I think we'll be all right on our own. We're not in a rush, so. But I think if there's any realistic chance that we can work out what the items do, that it's worth doing that. But I don't believe that there is a realistic chance of that.
I mean, you could spar with each other back and forth until you work out the effects. What does time mean to you, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
I'm inclined to just sail away.
Yeah, we'll probably be on the boat for a while, so.
All right.
I don't think we'll be practicing swords, though. I think we'll be rowing.
Yeah. So you immediately hop on the boat and sail away?
I think so, yeah. Now that Grimes is here.
No point in standing around and doing anything else. So you guys hop on your newfound little rowboat, and the only guiding light you have is the stars to the north and those rocks to the west.
So I think we go north to the stars. At least we can use the stars to navigate.
Mm-hmm. And they will always be out.
Yeah, but we don't actually have anywhere to navigate to, so it doesn't necessarily help that much.
It's true.
But I think thematically we'll all have to push the boat into the water and then climb up the rigging to get it.
Sure, sounds good.
I take my
we fit all 8 doggos and kobolds and kobold plus gnolls. Are they all coming with? our little Noah's Ark.
Yeah,
Yep.
maybe you should say to Nimrod that we might not be coming back, and that if he wants to bring anyone from his kingdom, he should speak now.
Yeah. I guess I'll translate for Nimrod. Nimrod, I'm not sure what we'll find out there on the sea, but we may not be coming back. Is there anyone from your tribe that you want to bring?
What do you mean, no come back?
If we sail, if we leave, I don't know where we'll go.
Where are we going?
Across the sea.
Why?
Off this island.
What's over there?
Not demons, I hope.
Oh. Okay. I bring someone?
Do you want to come with? You want to bring your kobold friends?
If we go, we never see friends again?
Probably not.
No more friends? No more pack? Pack gone forever?
I shrug. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, I want to bring one. Mogwog.
All right.
Cousin wife.
Cousin wife. To William, I say, it wasn't really easy explaining to him what's going on,
Sure.
but I think he does want to bring a companion.
I take a look over at Nimrod, and I think, he might not be human, but he's accompanied us for a long time, and he's minded the dogs a lot while we've been dungeon delving. And I turn back to Grimes and I nod and say, well, that seems fair enough. Do you want to go with him? I'll wait here.
It's a bit of a trek. Should we all go? Or do you want to guard the ship?
Yeah, I look back at the ship.
All right.
I think you should go. Yeah.
Grimes goes by himself.
No, with Nimrod.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
You
with
and
Nimrod.
Nimrod. Right.
And the dogs, if they feel like following, or if they feel like splitting.
Nimrod needs one dog at least to ride,
That's true.
Mhm.
and he'll need a second dog for Mogwog.
That's true. You'll need at least 2 dogs. So you take off with 2 dogs. The rest stay with William and the Knoll.
Mm-hmm.
And you head back down the peninsula or the landmass back towards the kobold's home. Traveling in darkness the whole way, just keeping the stars at your back. You don't have any light sources
Other
I
than
could've-
other
my
than
bolts.
your bolts, which you use occasionally. I would take it to find where you're going.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Why don't we take a break, and I'll sort some things out, and when we come back from break, we'll figure it all out on the other side. Bye-bye.
All right.